What's up guys? Welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a little chit chat, get ready with me. I just walked you through how I did this makeup look. It's like my current go-to day-to-day makeup look for whenever I'm wearing a full face. It's definitely not like your quick 5-minute makeup for when you're running late, but I think it's perfect for when you want a full face of makeup, but you still want it to be more on the natural side. And I did post an everyday makeup routine like 3 months ago maybe, but honestly so much has changed since I posted that, so I figured I would just do a new one today because I was getting ready and I figured why not just film myself getting ready. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. If you have any questions or anything, just leave me a comment. Also make sure you are subscribed to my channel, and if you enjoyed this video and you want me to do more makeup ones, just give it a quick thumbs up. I always appreciate when you guys give my videos thumbs up. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the makeup look. So the primer that I always use is the NYX Hydra Touch Primer. I mentioned this in the favorites video that I just posted. I am literally so obsessed with it, you guys. I was a little hesitant at first because I do use a CC cream as my foundation, and that's hydrating on its own, so I didn't want to be like super oily or anything, but honestly they work so well together and I cannot live without this now. So I just put a little bit, totally just dropped it. So I just put a little bit on my fingers, and then I like to dot it all over my face because it actually absorbs really quickly into your skin. And this way I make sure that everything is evenly covered. I really did not think my mirror situation through. Okay, I guess I'm gonna just use a viewfinder. It feels so good on your skin. It kind of has a cooling feeling, which is nice, especially going into these warmer months. Even if you're not super dry, like, I think you would really like this primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that a minute or two to set, and while it's setting, I go ahead and get my foundation ready to go. So I use 1 pump of the IT Cosmetics CC cream. However, this is a little bit too dark for me, so I just go in with some of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is the color Light. And I just mix the two of them together and it turns into a perfect shade for me. I love this CC cream so much. I've mentioned it in a few of my videos now. Okay, so I just got a little bit closer so you guys could see the color difference. This is the CC cream and this is the concealer. Obviously there is quite a big difference. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I'll just use this one on its own, but it definitely is noticeably too dark. So that's why I just like to mix them together, and it just works out really well. So I just wanted to show you guys the color difference. And then I just like to mix them together on the back of my hand. I just use my finger, and then obviously that gets the foundation on my finger. So with whatever is on there, I just start to dot it over my face. And then I'm actually going to be blending it in with a brush, which is a huge change for me. I used to be like a die-hard Beauty Blender fan. However, I started using a brush, and honestly you use so much less product whenever you use a brush because the sponge just absorbs so much and then you end up wasting a ton. So I like to use a brush. Obviously this is a little baby one. I had a big foundation brush, but it like fell apart one time when I was washing it. So this is the only other one that I have. I definitely need to get a new one. However, this works just fine. So I'm just going to start blending that into my face. CC cream is seriously the best. Like, it doesn't look like I have anything on my face right now. Plus it has SPF 50 in it, and I'm not really somebody that cares about SPF that much. So to be putting it on every day without even needing to like think about an extra step, that is awesome. And then for underneath my eyes, I'm just gonna go back in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer that I used earlier. And all I do with this is just do like one little dot underneath each eye. That is all you need. I know a lot of girls like to like go all out and highlight with their concealers, but I don't really feel like that is necessary for a day-to-day look. And then I'm just gonna use the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush to blend that in. A little bit of this concealer goes a long way. Like, obviously I did not put a lot under my eyes, and it's plenty to do like the whole under eye area, and I put whatever's excess on the brush just up on my lid. And I like to bring it down into that upside down triangle type shape to help brighten everything, but I don't like put it all over my face just because I'm too lazy to do that. So then once I'm done with all of the liquid stuff, I'm just going to go in with my NYX HD, this is just like a translucent setting powder. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this and set my face. Yeah, I just buffed that all over my face. Oh my god, it almost fell. Oh my god, it almost fell. That's too much. Oh god, I had way too much on my brush. Oh my god, I could like feel it go up my nose. Oh, that was awful. Okay. Whew. And I always make sure that I set my eyelids because obviously that's an area that gets super oily. And since I put that concealer on my eyelids earlier, it's just gonna kind of help prime them for eyeshadow because on a day-to-day basis I barely use eyeshadow primer. So I just use the concealer and face powder, and that's typically enough. So then I'm just gonna go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I just use it on this big fluffy brush. I don't really contour per se, but I do like to bronze it up quite a bit. I start off in like the hollows of my cheeks, and I kind of hold the brush like, I don't know how to explain it, but there's kind of like a flat edge right here, and I put that like in the hollow of my cheek to kind of contour a little bit. And then once I lay the product down, then I put the brush like this way. So like I had it like this, and then I put it up this way, and I just blend it out and bronze up my whole like cheek area. And you always want to make sure that you like blend it back to your hairline as well as you can. Personally, I have a lot of hair like right here, so sometimes it looks patchy, so I just like to take my time and blend it out as much as I can. And then I just do a little bit on my forehead. I just kind of push it into my hairline. I'm not really trying to bronze it or contour it too much. I just want it to be balanced with the bottom half of my face. So then moving on to blush, this is definitely what I switch up the most often, but I've been using the MAC one in the color Peaches a lot. It's just a peachy color, surprise, surprise. That's what it looks like. It's a matte blush. I don't really care if I use matte or shimmer blushes. Yeah, I just like this color. I think it's good for spring. So I'm just going to do a little bit of that on my cheek. We got to do highlight. So I'm going to be using the Pixi Aspyn Ovard collaboration, and this is the Santorini Sunset one. This one's more of a goldeny highlight, which again, I think is a little bit better for like spring and summer once you get a tan. Oh my god, I just think it looks so pretty. I just got highlight all over my pants. Whatever's left on my brush, I always like to just run it down my nose and put it like on the little tip right here. But I don't like when my nose is sparkly, so I don't do like too much. So then I always do my eyebrows next. I know a lot of people like to do their brows before they do anything on their face, but whenever I'm putting on my foundation and powders and everything, it pretty much always gets in my eyebrows, and then they get really ashy. So I feel like it's just super counterproductive to do my eyebrows before anything else. So to fill them in, I like to use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. It's very, very similar to the Anastasia Brow Wiz if you guys are looking for a less expensive option. I did post a brow routine maybe like 2 months ago, but honestly guys, I hate that video now looking back on it. It's because I don't do my eyebrows like that anymore. I feel like whenever I filmed that video, I was going through a phase where I just wanted my brows to be super defined and like have super clean edges, and they just didn't look natural at all. And I know everybody has a preference with brows, but I don't know. I just don't like that video anymore. And then to set them in place, I just use the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. This is an awesome brow gel that's very inexpensive. And for eyeshadow, for my lid color, I'm going to use the Tarte Maneater eyeshadow palette. I got this for traveling purposes because it's compact and there are quite a bit of options in here. That's what it looks like. And it has a face highlight, which is just really convenient. But I love this color up here so much. It's called Foxy. It's just a light gold color. So even if I'm not traveling, I just always reach for this palette. And I typically just apply it with my finger because you don't get a lot of fallout, and it gives just really good color payoff. I'm gonna go in with my NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette. This is the number 3 palette. It's called Warm Neutrals, and this is a very, very nice inexpensive eyeshadow palette. I think it retails for about $16. You get so many shadows in here. It does have a gold one up in this corner that's very similar to the color that I put on my lid, and I just reached for this palette quite a bit. So if you're looking for a good one, definitely check out this NYX palette. So I'm going to just take this color right here. It's a very light warm toned brown color. Just to blend out my crease a little bit. I have hit pan on it because I love it so much. It's just the perfect shade to use kind of as a transition or just something that's very natural looking. So I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush and put this in my crease. tiny bit darker. So I'm going to go back to the Tarte palette and I'm going to take this color right here. It's called Saucy. It's just a little bit darker, still pretty warm toned, just to get a little bit more definition. But again, I don't really want this to be too dark. I just want this to be a nice natural look. So I'm going to tap it off a little bit. And then with this one, I'm going to put it more on the outer corner and then in my crease a little bit. I'm just using the same fluffy brush as before. Right now I'm just going back in with the gold color that I put on my lid because it did fade a little bit when I was putting in the crease colors. I think that is pretty good. Sometimes I do more than this, sometimes I do less than this. It just depends on what I'm doing and what I'm in the mood for, to be completely honest. And then I just finished everything off with mascara. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. Honestly, like the best mascara I have ever used. I don't know how many times I've repurchased this, but I have tried more expensive ones and I always come back to this. So definitely hands down my favorite mascara. Putting mascara on this eye and I ran out of space on my memory card, so I had to take a little break and export all of that. So I did mascara on this eye and you guys, it makes such a big difference. I love this mascara so much. So I'm just gonna do my other eye. Left is a lip color on a day-to-day basis. I typically don't do anything super bold, so my favorite is the Tarte Lippie Lingerie, and this is in the color Whisper. It's just a really pretty like brownish nude color, and it's one of those like chubby lip pencils, which makes it really easy to put on. The color really isn't that different from like my natural lip color. Okay, so that wraps up my makeup look. I hope you guys liked it. When I'm not like sitting here and talking through everything, it only takes me about 20 minutes to do, which in my opinion is not a long time for a full face of makeup. So I hope you guys like the way that it looks. I hope you like this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you want me to do more makeup videos, my hair looks so weird right now. Can we just take a minute to appreciate the fact that my shirt literally looks like it's part of my bedding? Like, just saying. Anyways, like I said, I just hope you guys like this video. Make sure you are subscribed and give this video a thumbs up and comment and all of that fun stuff. And I will go ahead and talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!